Welcome to Eagle Discovery. Today we journey to Ethiopia, a country with a rich culture and fascinating traditions. From vibrant festivals to rituals celebrating beauty and strength, Ethiopia offers more than just travel. It's a deep dive into its unique values. Let's explore the surprises and wonders this incredible country has to offer. Size and honor. The unique tradition of the Bodhi tribe in Ethiopia. The Bodhi tribe, located in Ethiopia's remote Omo Valley, has a distinctive tradition where size is a symbol of strength, beauty, and honor. Among the Bodhi, larger individuals are highly respected, especially men, as they are seen as more capable protectors, leaders, and providers. This belief is reflected in their customs, such as body modifications and wearing heavy adornments to enhance their physical presence. Social status in the tribe is often linked to size, with bigger people enjoying higher respect and recognition. The tribe celebrates these traits through ceremonies and rituals, where those who embody strength and vitality are honored, making size a key aspect of both identity and community standing. The lip plates of the Mursi and Suri tribes, a mark of beauty and status. The practice of wearing lip plates is an ancient and fascinating tradition among the women of the Mursi and Suri tribes, both residing in the southern part of Ethiopia. For these tribes, the size of the lip plate worn by a woman is not just a fashion statement, but a crucial marker of beauty, pride, and social status. The journey toward wearing these plates begins in childhood, with young girls having their lower lips pierced. Over the years, they gradually insert increasingly larger wooden or clay discs, often stretching their lips to an impressive diameter. By the time they reach marriageable age, the plates can measure up to 10 centimeters wide. In these tribes, a woman's lip plate serves as a valuable asset in the marriage market. The larger the plate, the more respect she commands, and the greater the number of cattle, or goats, a suitor must offer as her bride price. Despite the discomfort that this practice may cause, it remains an essential aspect of Mursi and Suri culture, symbolizing a woman's beauty and her family's wealth and prestige. The lip plates are not merely ornamental, but carry a profound cultural significance, reflecting the role of beauty and tradition in their society. The marriage ritual of the Hamar tribe, a test of courage and love. In the Hamar tribe of southern Ethiopia, one of the most challenging and symbolic rites of passage for a young man is the bull leaping ceremony, which serves as a test of bravery, physical endurance, and readiness for marriage. This ritual requires the groom-to-be to leap over a line of 15 bulls, a daring feat that is watched by a large crowd of family, friends, and community members. The act is not only a demonstration of physical skill, but also an expression of the man's courage and commitment to his future wife. The Hamar believe that successfully completing this challenge proves the man's ability to protect and support his family. Once the leap is successfully performed, the groom must present a number of goats to the bride's family. These goats are symbolic of the bond between the two families and represent the groom's promise to care for and protect his bride. The ritual reflects the values of bravery, balance, and unity in the Hamar culture, where marriage is not only about romantic love, but also about demonstrating one's ability to overcome adversity and assume responsibility within the community. The raw meat tradition. In Ethiopia, raw meat, known as teresiga or kifto, is not just a meal but a cherished cultural tradition that plays a significant role in the country's culinary heritage. This dish is often served with a spicy dipping sauce and is considered a symbol of strength and vitality. The practice of consuming raw meat dates back centuries, with roots that trace back to the country's ancestors. Despite the health risks associated with eating raw food, Ethiopians have developed meticulous methods of preparation and hygiene that have been passed down through generations. These traditions ensure that the meat remains safe to eat while preserving the flavors that have become so deeply ingrained in Ethiopian culture. In many households, serving teresiga is a sign of hospitality, and sharing this dish is an expression of connection to both the past and the community. The ritual surrounding raw meat consumption also reflects the broader Ethiopian value of maintaining strong bonds with one's heritage and honoring the ways of the ancestors. The Ethiopian calendar and time system. Ethiopia follows a unique time system and calendar, which is vastly different from the Gregorian calendar used by most of the world. The Ethiopian calendar consists of 13 months, 12 of which are 30 days long, and the 13th month, called Paguma, has 5 or 6 days depending on whether it's a leap year. One of the most interesting aspects of the Ethiopian calendar is that it is approximately 7 years behind the international calendar. For example, while the year in most parts of the world is 2025, in Ethiopia, it is 2017. This difference in timekeeping is largely influenced by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which uses this calendar to mark important religious events and holidays. The daily time system in Ethiopia also follows a distinctive rhythm, where the day is divided into 2 12-hour periods, with the first period beginning at dawn. Unlike the standard clock system used globally, the Ethiopian day begins with sunrise and reflects a more natural, sun-based timekeeping system, offering a connection to the natural cycles that govern life in Ethiopia. This system remains central to Ethiopian life, representing a unique cultural identity. The birthplace of coffee, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is famously known as the birthplace of coffee, and its cultural connection to this beloved beverage runs deep. According to legend, the energizing effects of coffee were discovered by Kaldi, a goat herder who noticed that his goats became unusually energetic after eating the red cherries from a particular plant. This discovery led to the global spread of coffee, but it remains at the heart of Ethiopian identity. Coffee is far more than a simple drink in Ethiopia. It's a ritual, a social event, and an experience that defines many aspects of daily life. Ethiopian coffee ceremonies are elaborate affairs that can last for several hours, involving the roasting of fresh beans, the grinding of coffee by hand, and the brewing of the coffee in a traditional pot called a jabina. The ceremony is often accompanied by the sharing of stories, music, and conversation, strengthening community bonds. Coffee is not just a source of caffeine, but a symbol of hospitality and respect. Ethiopia's deep-rooted relationship with coffee has shaped its culture for centuries, and the country's rich coffee-growing regions continue to produce some of the finest beans in the world. Religious and cultural festivals. One of the most significant religious celebrations in Ethiopia is Timkat, also known as the Epiphany Festival. This 3-day festival marks the baptism of Jesus in the Jordan River and is a time of immense joy and cultural pride. Timkat is celebrated with grand processions, where the tabot, a replica of the Ark of the Covenant, is carried through the streets, accompanied by vibrant music, singing, and dancing. The festival is a colorful spectacle, with participants wearing traditional attire and engaging in water rituals to symbolize purification. Communities from all over Ethiopia gather for Timkat, not only to commemorate a key event in Christian history, but also to reinforce bonds of faith and unity. Alongside religious observances, Timkat features traditional foods and communal feasts, adding to the festive atmosphere. This celebration, deeply rooted in Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity, brings together the spiritual and cultural aspects of Ethiopian life, providing a sense of collective identity and connection to the divine. Ethiopia's UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Ethiopia is home to an impressive array of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, each telling a story of the country's rich history and cultural heritage. Among the most iconic are the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, a series of monolithic structures carved into the rock in the 12th century, and Fasil Gebi, the royal enclosure in Gondar, which features impressive castles and palaces. Another significant site is the ancient obelisks of Axum, which stand as a testament to the ancient civilization of the Kingdom of Axum. These sites, recognized for their historical, architectural, and spiritual significance, are not merely tourist attractions, but are also sacred places that connect Ethiopians to their past. For centuries, they have been sites of pilgrimage, reverence, and national pride. The preservation of these landmarks ensures that future generations can experience the awe-inspiring heritage of Ethiopia, and they serve as reminders of the country's deep-rooted historical and cultural legacy. Conflict and human rights issues. While Ethiopia is renowned for its rich cultural and historical heritage, the country faces significant challenges, particularly in terms of political stability and human rights. Ongoing conflict, particularly in the Tigray region, has caused widespread displacement and humanitarian crises, affecting millions of people. The conflict has led to allegations of human rights abuses, including violence against civilians and restrictions on freedom of expression. In addition, disputes over resources and ethnic tensions have further complicated the situation, creating a complex landscape for peace and reconciliation efforts. Despite these challenges, Ethiopia has a strong cultural foundation, and many people are working toward solutions that promote unity and sustainable development. International organizations and local leaders are pushing for dialogue, human rights protection, and efforts to rebuild the country's infrastructure and social fabric. Ethiopia's path to healing and stability is long, but its rich cultural history and traditions offer hope for a brighter, more peaceful future. Humanitarian and migration issues. Ethiopia is facing one of the highest numbers of internally displaced persons, IDPs, in the world, largely due to ongoing conflicts in regions such as Tigray and parts of the Oromia and Somali regions. The displacement has led to overcrowded camps, where families struggle to access basic necessities like food, clean water, healthcare, and education. These camps are often reliant on international humanitarian aid, which helps alleviate some of the hardships but cannot address the underlying causes of displacement. Despite these difficult circumstances, the resilience of the Ethiopian people stands out. Many displaced families have shown incredible strength and resourcefulness in rebuilding their lives in the face of adversity. Communities are working together to ensure survival and look toward the future with hope. NGOs and international agencies continue to support these efforts, but sustainable solutions are still required to address the root causes of displacement and restore stability to affected areas. Ethiopia's ethnic and religious diversity. Ethiopia is a remarkable mosaic of ethnicities and religions, with over 80 different ethnic groups calling the country home. This diversity is one of Ethiopia's defining features and contributes to its rich cultural heritage. The largest ethnic groups are the Oromo, Amhara, Somali, and Tigray, but the country is also home to numerous smaller communities, each with its own distinct language, customs, and traditions. The Oromo, for instance, are known for their unique Gada system, while the Amhara have a long history linked to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Religiously, Ethiopia is predominantly Ethiopian Orthodox Christian, making up around 43% of the population. Islam follows closely behind at 33%, especially in regions like Somali, Afar, and Oromia. Despite these differences, Ethiopia has a history of peaceful coexistence among its religious and ethnic groups, blending diverse faiths, customs, and identities into a unified national fabric. This blend of cultures and traditions has shaped Ethiopia's social and political landscapes and continues to play an essential role in the country's identity. Ethiopia travel costs. For those looking to explore Ethiopia, the country offers a unique travel experience at relatively affordable prices. Flights to Ethiopia typically range from $800 to $1,500, with Addis Ababa being the main international entry point. Once in the country, travelers can enjoy a variety of accommodation options, from budget hostels starting at $15 per night to luxury hotels charging up to $300 per night. Transportation within the country is also inexpensive, with minibuses and buses offering short trips for just a few cents, while taxis are available at reasonable rates. Dining in Ethiopia is particularly budget-friendly, with simple meals starting at around $3. For those seeking a mid-range experience, restaurants typically charge $10, $15 per meal. For a budget traveler, daily expenses are estimated between $30, $50, while a mid-range traveler can expect to spend around $80, $120 per day. With its rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning natural beauty, Ethiopia provides an enriching travel experience for all types of travelers, from those seeking adventure on a tight budget to those looking for a more comfortable and luxurious journey. I hope you enjoyed this journey into Ethiopia's rich culture and unique traditions. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures around the world.